トルでございます。今回はね、シンキングシティ、ちょっとホラー要素のあるゲームをやっていきますよ。クトゥルフ神話のね、世界観を存分にお楽しみいただけると幸いです。設定はまあいっか。この辺はまあいじらなくてもいいか。じゃあ早速ニューゲームいきたいと思います。ちょっと怖いな。じゃあ早速いきます。主人公は探偵だったかな。開けることができる扉には独特な絵文字記号がついています。はい。どれかボタンを押して続けてください。はい。何ここ。おいおい、なんかいるでおい。これはなんだ。夢かい。夢かい。救急箱とレンガ船カロンゴなるかな。火薬巻き羽薬莢。今日は
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
韓国語がアテンできない。折りたたみカメラ。マサチューセッツ州にあるんだね。ややかな。証拠という形で調査の情報が入っています。びっくりマーク、鍵、フード。 真撮れんじゃね？これ写真が撮れてる。銃だね。
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
30拳銃38拳銃弾140は経験値も決定的証拠は揃ってた。全ての証拠は揃っている。何の証拠やねん。三角で残る。
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of
オークモン
Oakmont.
ト市っていうんだね、これ。
Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
この市はどうなってい
Reaching
るの？
Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a
悪魔
nest
の
for
岩
you.
礁。
There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that.
私
I'm
があ
the
なたを
kind
つけ
of
ま
man
す。
who
意味
finds
深だ
a
ね。
way.
タッチパッドで地図。オークモント湖。おお、広いな、おい。悪魔の岩礁、ここか。オークモント新聞社、オークモント警察署、セントメリー病院、精神科病院、オークモント大学図書館、オークモント市役所。結構広いね。まあ、とりあえず宿かね。違う。こう走れる。R2 で走るのね。全体的にジメッとしてるよね。あ、なんかおるわ。
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested.
おお、なんかすげえ顔してんな。
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
あ、ヒカルさん
Private
いらっしゃい。
investigator, you say?
読み上げねえな、それはな。
Perhaps we can help each other.
目的地周辺ではないです。今回は、シンキングシティっていうゲームをやっております。息子さんに何
If
が
I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my
この人
Albert.
強烈な顔して
I
るね。
raised him strong and smart,
知
the
らないゲー
best
ム
of
で
his
すよ。
kind. It
海外
couldn't
で
have
しか売
been
ってないん
him.
だよね。
Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
幻影につてっていうけどね。まあ、若干日本語はお
I've
か
heard
しい
you're
け
the
ど。
man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem.
まあゆっくりしてるでちょうだい。
Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to
イ
the
ンスはその
ground.
村を焼き尽くす。
Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and
この人は
agitate
地元
against
の大
us,
物なんだね。
the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage.
どう見てもゴリラ
Proud
なん
and
だよ。
powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal
特定の
family
皇族と
that
結
has
ばれたのか。
blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
まあ見つけ
Mr.
た気がする。
Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect,
オークモント語っての
outsider.
があるんだね。
That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you
遠
everything.
征に向かった後、
After leaving on the
救命
expedition,
艇に乗った息
Albert
子が
was
岸に
found
発
on
見
the
された。
shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me.
私が到達した
When I
時
arrived
に
here,
息子はどこにもいな
My
か行
son
方、ああ、だ
was
から行方不明な
nowhere
の
to
か。
be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
ああ、どっち
Where's the
両
house
親の
where
家
this
は
all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
は
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to
家
the
を
left
正
is a
面に
beach
立つ
that
とその
borders a
左側に
fence.
柵を隔て
You'll
る
find
海
it
岸があ
there.
る。
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
両親の家。わあ、長いな。写真を撮ったりして、宮殿の記憶の宮殿で手がかりを組み合わせたり、また写真を撮ったりして証拠を得ますと。焦点が合うとカメラのワインダーの白枠がそれは分かった。表示されます。証拠を読み、重要な位置を確認して、それらを地図上にピンで印をつけて計画をする。おお、めんどくせえな、これ。HUD に、ピンで証拠を止めて現時点のゲーム状態を確認します。押したままピン止めされた証拠を変える。Facebook の画面から地図や HUD に証拠の印をつけることができます。こいつね、なんか超能力持ってんだよね。どこが領主なの？ここ？あ、ここか。
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
あ、すいません。すいません。これが領主の家か？あ、いたわ。R3 を押して懐中電灯切り替える。何かを探してこいってことだよね。全体的にこのゲーム暗いからね、雰囲気は。2階に行けるの。2階行ってみるか。なんかあるわ。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over
相当
like
な
this.
力が。何これ？タンス的なやつ？
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
バカにされたな。
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
逃げて死の後だね。
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my
police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
何が起きた
I
か
want
教
to
えて
know
ほ
what
しいんだけど
happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's
スロ
son.
ブモートの活に持って
He
一
was
緒にいて
unconscious.
ベリーはロバートさんを呼びに行った。
Barry left again
日本語
to
若
call
干変
Mr.
だ。
Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds.
恐ろしい声を出して、
Okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams.
溺れる街、
Drowned streets,
眠る
sleeping
巨人、
giant,
呼ぶ
a
声。
voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond.
Will
I'm a
Hammond.
fisherman. We all are.
漁師さん
Live
は
here
知ったの
together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Choo-choo. Ahem. Choo-choo. Ahem.
アルコール金属のくず。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
あ、なんか見えた。
5 cards short of a full house.
フルハウスには5枚足りない。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
これも見たからいいのか
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
な。もういいんだな、多分。お、写真。回し方が、こうか。
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Huh? 想像力。目には見えないものを見ることができる。あ、 なんかあるわ。なんだこれ。
Take this, ape face.
Take this face. これどう解釈したらいいんだ。これは誰なんだ。誰かが誰かを撃ってるのと、樽で誰かを投げてるね。
Yeah, run!
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
記憶の宮殿にケースブックを開いて、間違った。アルバートは彼の周りに病的興奮を広げた。精神的な影響を与え、彼のいた病的興奮に陥れた。それは分かった。
I've said everything I know.
ここがまだ完了してねえな。これは記者だね。 こなんだよな。
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
1、2、
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
決定的証拠が揃った。アルバートは危険な人物だった。彼は壁の穴から逃げていった。重要証拠を取得しました。記憶の宮殿に一回行かなきゃダメか。アルバート・ソルゴモートは毛でルイス・フリンと仲間の老人会を加えた。繋がんねえな。
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Newcomer?
My head! I still hear those voices.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
顔つぶされて
He
る
was
ね。
beaten to a pulp. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to
こ
flee.
こから逃げたんだよな。ここからどこへ逃げたかね。こっち？何にも見えねえな。難しい。難しいよ。これを使っても何にも見えない。記憶の宮殿がずっと出てんだけどさ、精神的な興奮状態に陥れて、アルバート・スログモントは危険で、あ、アルバートが危険？ちょっと待って、お前ちょっと待って。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
そういうことじゃないんだな。 決定的証拠が揃ったんだけど、何これ、特殊能力って何これ。もう全然わかんねえぞ、おい。繋がんねえんだよな。なんか足りねえのかな。あ、アルバートって息子か。あ、失礼、鼻鳴った。漁師の家から逃げて行ったんだけど、どこへ逃げて行ったんだろうな。アルバートが目を覚ました時、家には3人の漁師がいた。だがそのうちの2人しか見つかっていない。もう1人の漁師はじゃあどこに行くって話だよな。
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
違うな。記憶の宮殿がずっと光るんだよな。あ、あった。アルバートと漁師で名前をルイスという男は家で起きた格闘の後その場を去った。自分の超自然能力を使えば彼らが追跡できる。これだ。アルバート、これでアルバートを追えるんだな。アルバート、下からアルバート、これでアルバートを追えるね。アルバート、あったあったあった。これだ。アルバートはこっち側へ向かいつつ、こっち側へ、これ薬莢だね。ショットガンかなんかの薬莢かな。
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
もうちょっとね。で、こっちへ行ったと。もう序盤でこの難易度か、おい。ここ
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
怪我してんのにこの高さに登ったんだ。登れる？あ、登れた。ここだね。オープンセサミ。倉庫でございます。ライトつけましょうか。ライトつけてもななんかなんだこれ。ポケットに何か入ってる。ルイスお願いだ。あと1週間待ってくれ。お前には借りがあることがちゃんと分かっている。でも俺とみんな同じで苦しいんだ。今警察が港を降りついてるから十分な在庫が手に入らない。ミサイルが回らねえんだ。待てよ。ルイスにお願いしてんだから、ピーターがルイスに金を借りてんのか。
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not
ピ
have
ーターは
got
ルイスに
far.
金を借りていたと。うわ、これは難しいわ。これはまあでもよく作ったよね。日本語若干怪しいけどね。これ押しっぱなしなんだよな。アルコールと火薬。たまにこう超能力を使ってね。上行ってみるか。 けぬ。やっぱじゃあ7がついた下へじゃあ行ってみましょうか。ここにアイテムがあるね。南京錠は殴ればいいんだけど確か。これはね。おら。いやビクともしない。ビクともしてるしてる。すっごいビクともしてる。ああ、ここに戻れる。何これ。何なのこの作りは。あれ、また誰か死んでるよ。
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
やめて、なんかいる。どうやってしゃがむのこれ。若干怖えんだけど。なんかいたよね今ね。絶対なんかいたよね今ね。なんか来たよね。ちょっと待ってよ。一回記憶の宮殿行ってみるからね。ルイスは逃げた。アルバートは追った。ルイスはアルバートを追い払うのだ。彼ならなぜなら彼もスログモート一族だったから。これとこれか違う。あ、インスマスト氏としてスログモートのせいでルイスは彼の道は苦しんだ。それがスログモートの憎む理由かもしれない。アルバートは頭部を撃たれ何これ森に突き刺されて隠された。殺人は計画的だった。オークモントの港にある酒場に隠れてるかもしれない。ここだよな。あ、外した。全部激難しい。倒したよ。弾4発しかないよ。これで終わりかい。酒場ってどこや。
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
酒場ってどこ。 場？船だよね。漁師の家。は？酒場ってどこ？おいおい、酒場ってどこよ？ああ、やっぱりあいつ依頼主のとこ行かなきゃダメか。そういうことか。わかんねえな。アルコール金属です。これ何に使うんだ？金属のくずとか。なんか違うな。こう降りるんだな。こうで。ねえ。ちょっと何気にこれオープンワールドなんだよね。これで
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
お悔や申し上げますね。
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
うわ、これはどっちがいいんだ？言った方がいいのか？
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
え？いや、連れてこいと言われましても。
I've said everything I know.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
連れてこいと言われましてもだ。オークモントの港にある酒場。オークモントの港ってどこ？オークモントここか。ざっくりとした地図しかないからな。酒場龍骨の下はさ、港の出入り口。
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
え？ これいけない。おい、これぐるっと回っていくやつ。ああ、もう一回話してみるか。許可を出してほしいんだけど。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
ちょっと待って。そこ生きてんだけど。これ戻ってきた。港遠いの？ここ閉鎖されちゃってる。
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Back off. Yeah. こういうしゃがんでもダメか。泳いでみたければ。登れんは上がれる。行ってくる。ああ、どういうこと？決定的証拠が揃った。どっかから行けんのかな。それとも何かまだ調べてないとか。竜骨の下。 ちょっとお待ちください。少々ありがとうございました。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
ここなんか足りない？なんかが足りないのか。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
My head! I still hear those voices.
違うな。これ死んでるっていうだけだ。違うな。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
違うな。これはさっきモワーンが見えたやつだね。もうモワーン見えないんだね。見たからいいってことかも。
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
違う。これか？
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
どうやったらあそこを通してもらえるんだ？
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Taco. 証拠になりそうなものがないんだよな。あ、
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
ここ行ってないね。
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
救急車行った。すべての証拠が揃った。これでいいのか。これでいいのかよとして。お、揃ったぞ。これ通してくれんのか。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
あれ？
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
あ、なんかある。ガバリ言うことした。ここが酒場で言うことした。ここかひょっとして。
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Welcome
to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Bye. 声出なかった。声が出なかった。バイ。これで2階へ行けばいいんだね。ちょっと矢探しするよ。もう日本人はやっぱりこうね、矢探しから入るからね。これってアイテムどこで作るの？あ、作れる。うわ、な、一発ずつ作るのこれ。マジか。一応ケージ持ったか。2回っつってお前にも話聞いて。
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh,
もう十分思いがけないことが待ってたんだけど。
Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value
Sake,
here,
tamako, tama?
newcomer.
Tama?
After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Tama 一発か。払っとくか。
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will.
誰が勝ってもお前さんも勝つ。わけわかんねえ
You
な。
win too.
金
But you'll
属の
only
檻の
see
中から。
that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race
時が笑い、
from
次
one
の
to
人
the
生に生まれ
next
変わる。
as time itself laughs.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
占い師の予言帳に手に入れた。なんか、なんかトロフィー手に入れた。今じゃあルイスさんにじゃあお目通りしようかな。違う。カメラ関係ないね。
What the? Get them! Oh.
飲んだくれしかいないね。飲んだくれのみだね。特に何もないし。ここなのか。
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder. Always conspiring behind our backs. Always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, There's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family.
うわ、これ選択迫られる系かな。考えてみる。
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
これでまた記憶の宮殿行くのか。現時点の手がかりは全て発見されました。精神的な影響があろうがなかろうが、ルイスはアルバート・スログモートンを殺すつもりでいた。彼には動機、インスマッスンとスログモートンの家の間に憎しみがあった。ロバート・スログモートンに真実を話し、殺人犯の裁きを受けさせる。受けさせるかどうかだよね。保存しよっか。
You want a drink?
何も言わんのかい。なんか薬がどうこうとか言っちゃうけど。これでスログモートのとこ帰ればいいかな。うっそ、1時間経ってんのもはいや。これ劇場版だよ。
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas. This was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
抗精神病薬なんかいっぱいもらったぞ。事件解決。新しい事件、海底の木図と消える。え？失われた隕石を地図上の場所。どこ？あ、間違った。間違った。おい、いきなりわかんねえぞ。これ多分封鎖が解けてるから港行けんじゃないのかな。これ宿屋へ来てんだけど。 あ、封鎖解除された。お、イベント？宿屋。宿屋。読み込んでる。見にくいがちょっと若干字が違うな。ロバート・スログモートはオーグモントを襲っている集団狂気の原因を突き止める遠征の資金援助をした。遠征はオーグモント付近の海底を探検することだった。遠征隊との連絡はすぐに途切れた。アルバート・スログモートがただ一人生き残った。アルバートね、はいはい。しかしその後に殺害された。はいはいはいはい。生死に関わらず遠征隊を見捨てために雇われた。スログモートはオーグローブ南部にある彼の邸宅で自分の報告を待っている。衣装が使えるようになりました。普段着。
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
これか？着替えるか。じゃあ普段着にするか。普段着かっこいいな、おい。なんだこれ。All that we see.
Never again, they say.
向かいの部屋に来てください。新しい事件。またなんか受けたぞ。これサイドクエストなんだね。俺の話をよく聞いてくれ。手紙めっちゃあるな。向かいの部屋ってここか？証拠が更新します。本。待ちわびる本っていう。海の少女。お、なんかある。 銀行の本。俺読むの早いんでね、見たい方は一時停止してみてください。すいません。観覧車の章。
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already. The door won't budge.
これがさっきの部屋か。
The door won't budge.
上行けんの？あ、いた。アルコールって何に使うの？開く部屋と開かない部屋の、開いた開いた。違いがよくわからん。カメラ。違うな。撮れってことじゃないんだな。3回これで終わりかな。
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
Pfft, that's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
めっさ増えたぞ。ポーシャオーバー。 カバーサイド北部にアラッシャー街道とハバート、またこれ住所ないんかい。カバーサイド北部ってどこ？カバーサイド北部にあるアッシャー街道とアッシャー街道とハバート街の住所。ハバート街。ハバート街ってどこ？アッシャー街道とハバート街の十字路。ん？カバーサイド、アッシャー街道とハバード街の十字路にあるんだよね。ハバード街ってこれだよね。アッシャー街道がこれで、十字路、ここか？
I'm watching you, newcomer.
ここは特に調べるものはなさそうだね。おしゃ、あ、なんかある。絵文字的な記号について、10時に3つの K を見たら、10時に3つの K を見たら、武器を準備しろ。おしゃ。というわけで、なんだかんだ1時間半やってしまいましたが、今回の、よいしょっと、シンキングシティ、いかがだったでしょうか。これ海外のストアでしか売ってないんでね、日本の方ちょっと手間がいると思いますが、たまにはユートラ以外もやるんですよ、おじさんは。というわけで、はい、今回はこの辺で終了したいと思います。次はこの続きからかな。ちょっと若干気持ち悪いんだけど。まあ日本語もね、そんなに破綻してないしね。よかったら手にのっとってみてもらってはどうでしょうか。では今回はこの辺でお別れしたいと思います。ヒカルンさん、他何名か様ありがとうございました。というわけで、ムムって何？ムムって何？ムムム？ムム？ムムム？はい、今回のシンキングシティ、シンキングシティ、大津まんじありまんじ。というわけで、ヒカルさん、またよかったらお越しください。にゃにゃまるさんにもよろしくお伝えください。ここで言うことじゃねえってな。というわけで、よければチャンネル登録、高評価よろしくお願いいたします。それでは今回この辺で終了いたしたいと思います。3期装置マイストリーミング、シューネックスタイム。ヒカルさんありがとうね。それじゃあまた。バイバイ。